Hallo, heute sind wir im Loro Parque.
When I was a bit younger, I had the very good fortune of studying the Palmkakadus at the very top end of Australia, and I was really surprised at how many of them were actually up and amongst the forest places and further up. But one thing that really got me was the birds that would be wandering around, the males, with a stick, and I'd be seeing them playing with a stick, usually 30 centimetres long, and they'd whittle it down to about 15 to 20 centimetres long, and I'd be wondering what they're doing. And during the mornings and sometimes at nights I'd be hearing, but not such a hollow noise because this is obviously metal, but it would be against wood, but it would be a hollow wood. And then we got to study further and found out that these birds, especially the males, were getting inside the nest boxes and drilling them out, and they were using this stick and they were banging. And then the females, we'd watch them and they'd be like, oh, and then there'd be a different tune. Oh, and she would fly over and have a look and look inside the box and in the nest, a very long log like a telegraph pole, and they'd get inside and the banging would stop. I quite often observed the male and the female chewing the stick away, and there'd be nothing. The stick obviously had been put inside the bottom of the nest box as a lining, and one single egg would be laid. And none of this was privy to my knowledge because I didn't know, I didn't understand any of this. But then once I got to know about all of this, it was really interesting to study and watch what these birds were doing. And many people have studied it through the years, I believe now, and have looked at why they use the stick. Is it because the density of the box? Is it because of the moisture in the box? Is it because the female gets excited by the noise? Who knows? But look, at the end of the day, the palms, they get hold of these sticks, they whittle them down, they make this noise on the nest boxes, the females get excited, she lays an egg, and you know, this little stick is usually turned into a lining, and I watch and I wonder what sort of sticks are they using. You know, quite often they're using a eucalypt, or quite often they're using a branch of a fig or something like this. But a really interesting bird. So I think this would have to be one of my more favourite birds if anyone asks me. I'd say it would have to be the palm. The other is the Eclectus parrot from Australia, which is up on the top end, and also in the Solomons in Indonesia. Eclectus, everybody for years saying, oh yeah, they breed for life, they breed for life. Well, I can tell you that's a whole load of nonsense. I had the very good fortune of studying Eclectus. And the Eclectus female, she hangs onto her nest log or nest box, well it's not really a box but a log that she has hollowed out. And much to my surprise, she has 4 or 5 and can have up to 8 males come and visit her in a period of time. So her good husband goes off and she thinks he's off getting food. No, he's not. He's off going to the next door neighbours or going to another girl's place to go and mate with her. And another male's flying in. So we didn't realise all of this until we started coming up with the good old DNA and trying to understand that the DNA of these birds we thought was this pair that were rung to these various numbers. No, it's not. We found out that the DNA of these birds was completely different, and so these girls were actually getting mated by various males and different males throughout the breeding time. A female will hang on to her nest from what we're observing 8-10 months because she doesn't want someone to steal her nest. So the naughty old Eclectus is really quite something. She's a very colourful girl and he's a very ugly male, and there's very good reason for it. But they're quite an amorous bird, and it's really interesting to watch them breed and to see how this happens. But in doing this, it's bringing new blood to them, and it's bringing new DNA to them, and it's really exciting to watch and to see how these birds are carrying on. But the naughty old husband, he's not going off to go and get some food. No, he's not. He's going off to go and share his good seeds. So really interesting. But I hope you can enjoy them throughout the park here.
Schreibt jetzt eure Fragen in die Kommentare, vergesst nicht dem Video einen Daumen hoch zu geben. Und damit ihr kein neues Video mehr verpasst, abonniert einfach kostenlos den Kanal.